So now you out there with them I said you went from day to night. Now you dreadlocks and gold teeth. You finna get a real true
Tallahassee
introduction to what you mean introduction to black people? I was like, girl, you don't even realize. I say, okay, you've been around me. That prepares you to a certain extent. But you ain't been around nigga problems because she went to Episcopal.
Oh, nah. She had no type of nigga problem.
She thinks she a nigga. She finna find out.
What niggas do?
Yeah, she finna find out girls get chlamydia. Like she's finna find out, like she finna hear girls with problems where she looking like, hey, this
hit that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, she gonna find out her best friend is a tramp. Like she's never been around these type of people. I'm like, yeah, you finna find, man, what you talking about? I've been around you. You always talk about black people. I say, nah, I ain't never talked to you about TSU Life.
Nah. Kate, you can only tell them so much.
Yeah, shit. She finna find out firsthand. Shit.
Man, look.
Yeah.
That TSU Life is something different, bro. I think with the fact that the school tucked in the middle of Third Ward is one thing, and then just the makeup is.
Yeah, with the makeup. Yeah, it's right across the street from the Cuney homes. So I mean,
the Cuney was good to me. I ain't never had no problem in that Cuney. I walked through.
Shit.
You know, hey.
I'm not gonna lie and tell that story either.
You know what's crazy? You gotta know where to go. Don't go in the back now. Don't go back there.
You're right.
You gotta stay in that side, that front part. Shout out to my
you gotta stay in the part. You gotta stay in the front part where they rake the grass. Where the city rake the grass. They not raking
Cleburne.
shit.
Stay close to Cleburne. Don't get to wandering back there toward McGowan. Nigga.
Once you don't see no more trees, you're in the wrong part.
Yeah. Nah,
After 8, just don't even get it at all.
Yeah, period.
I'm a civilian black. Y'all tripping.
For real. Nigga, the dogs over there know you're not supposed to be over there.
Yeah. Everybody knows you're supposed to be over there.
Shit. For real. A dog run in the house and get his own. This a nigga out here that ain't supposed to be over.
Nah, it's wild because you know what happens is they don't have a problem giving you subtle hints. Like when we would park over there, that's how you would get acclimated. When I first got to school, I would park over there in the Cuney. My homeboy Eddie Barlow and Cassie, they lived on
Eddie Barlow stayed over there. Yeah, he from the Cuney. Yeah, that's right.
And Cassie, hey, so I was closer to Cassie, so like I would park over there by their house.
Yeah,
and I thought I was cool. You know what I'm saying? It would be good. Man, I ended up parking on that back road over there one day. There was a lady standing outside smoking cigarettes. You ain't supposed to be over here. I said, what? Are they gonna tow my car? I said, no, you ain't supposed to be over here.
Your
car good.
The car good. We gonna take care of the car, but you.
I thought you was like the lady, the pillar of the community or something. No. The car good though. They gone to the store. They gonna be back in a little bit though. I don't know who the fuck they was.
Yeah, but what you don't know is Miss Jessie sell weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you're doing is blocking traffic. Nah, you're not supposed to be over here, son.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, God bless them. You know what I'm saying? Because they the ones that would come out the Cuney with the little felt top and the tops on it.
Oh yeah,
they
that gang. Yeah. They the masters of that.
They come out, where it's at, baby? It's all you. What's up with it, man? You know, big money. What's up?
Let you win that first time.
Yeah, they go, man. What you don't know is the person that's playing before you with them too.
Oh yeah, it's two of them.
Let me go and shoot 100 right quick, man. All right, come on, let's see what you got. This nigga didn't beat me.
Yeah. Nah, you owe me. Nigga, that's your partner. He giving you that 100 back. Soon as y'all get 500 from me.
But see, when you don't realize that they coming in waves.
Yeah.
Them boys walking over. Man, what y'all do? I don't know. That nigga ain't got it. Yeah, another nigga win. Now you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The first time they got me, we was downtown though. And the crazy part about it is me thinking that I'm the intelligent guy that's about to get over on these little hook guys that's messing over people. And mind you, I didn't caught the bus because when I moved from the Trey, I moved to Highland Clark. So I'm catching the bus to Yates because I'm at Yates at the time when this doing going down. And I catch the bus home from basketball practice and it go through downtown first. So we downtown, I see them playing that game and I'm like, yeah. And mind you, at the time, my mama giving me lunch money for the week. So I had that. Now, I don't want to date myself, but that 25
was going to do all week.
It was all week. You get that whole chicken basket for $5. 5 days, $25. I bet the house.
You bet the whole...
I bet the whole 25 because I was like, I'm finna get my whole mindset was I'm finna get these niggas. I'm finna get on this Elim Heim Clark and get the fuck away from here. Yeah, them niggas threw them ball, boom, the room. Man, he won. Boom, I was like, I watch, he finna lose. Oh, bro, you finna go again. They play with a side better bet. I'm betting with you. He betting with the guy that don't know, not knowing he with the guy who's doing it. Boom, lost. So he acting like he lost 100. Man, see, I thought you knew. Nah, I done lost too. So I say, yeah. He said, oh, you want something, little fella? Yeah, what you got? I'm capping 25 lunch money for the whole week. Man, he moved them. And the thing about it, they peaked that cap up a little, show you that ball. Here you go right there. You watching. They thing is, I'm finna get you distracted 1 second, and that's all it take for them to switch that ball around. It's right here. You see it, boom. It's right there. It's right. Hey, bro, if you tell me it's right there one more time, and I'm sitting up here like I know it's right there. Yeah, you ain't tricking me. It ain't going. You gonna keep it right there.
It's these 2 fingers right there.
Oh man, the ones you play with that with them boys. I said, bing. Ooh, first thing I'm thinking to myself, I'm hungry the rest of the week. Yeah, I'm finna have to get in this free lunch line.
Woo.
And ask this lady to spare me on the free lunch.
Please, because you ain't got the number.
I ain't got my card.
Yeah.
Yeah, gone, boy. You know you lost your lunch money downtown. You know,
it's over with.
It's crazy, but the hood taught us a lot. I mean, like back to TSU, man, the hood taught us a lot being in that area, period. You know what I'm saying? Because the struggle is real, you know, to be honest, you know.
But you had a different upbringing too that made it really interesting. Your mindset when I first met you was something that motivated me to be an entrepreneur.
Oh yeah,
coming from with your family and your father and your mother being in and having their own businesses as well as having other things going. I thought it was something phenomenal on Alameda. Before, you know, there was turkey leg. Before, you knew.
Oh yeah. When niggas was scared to get a lease,
they were scared to get.
Yeah, me telling somebody I had a lease agreement at a building was like what. Coming out of slavery, you for real? Like it was like cause this early 2000s, so it's crazy that you say that because man, my entrepreneurial spirit didn't really come from my mama and daddy being entrepreneurs. It came from them coming home pissed off about working for the white man.
Oh man.
Like I was like, damn, he did that? Yeah, you don't want to work for him. I was like, well, what the hell I'm going to college for? Because y'all keep saying go to college to get a job. Go to college, get a job. Because that was the mantra back then. Go to college,
get a job.
Who did the world fuck over us with that one? But
they messed over, boy.
They messed over us because half the niggas I know don't even use the degree they got for what they doing now. You
Nobody's asked to see it.
Nah, nobody asks us to see it.
Did you put it on the paper?
This bullshit ass piece of paper. You go and get a $500,000 job. Hey, you want my resume? Hey, what are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Do it.
Nigga, you got a degree. Who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's different now. But then it was like coming home, hearing them boss stories and what somebody told you to do, and you had to have it done by this time, and people threaten you with your livelihood and about getting fired. I was like, man, this just ain't something I mean, yeah, and then and got some drawback from that because you know when people start asking me like, man, so what you trying to do when you get out of man? I'm trying to work for myself. Oh, this nigga trying to be broke. like the mindset, like what you mean? What you gonna do? You know you got to get a permit for that. Yeah. You got to go downtown. Nigga, they gonna arrest you. You go downtown. You know, it's just all kind of little shit niggas used to say
man, you could not,
to keep you from.
Hey man, it's too hot down. It's hot downtown.
It's hot downtown. What? Nigga, where you gonna park? They gonna tow your shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like how kind of nigga made it scary to go downtown to go all the way down and find out that the permit was number $15. Niggas made a permit like it was a boogeyman. You gotta go get a permit, niggas, man. Them white folk ain't finna give you no permit.
Well, you walking up to that window, I want to get a permit.
I'm trying to get a permit. For what? And then they did kind of scare you because they looking at it like, hey, I'm trying to get a sign permit. What is the sign gonna say? Like the name of my business. Like
you know, it's like you think about it, the fearlessness you gotta have to run your own business. I looked at it too, as like seeing, like when I came to school and out in the communications department, and kind of hearing about what you guys had going on, you and Marcus and John, and Cliff, like hearing all of that kind of just was like the mantra of what you wanted to do to achieve. And for me, I got my opportunity to work with Teen Summit at BET as a kid. Yeah. So even, you know, hearing about it going through from 17 to 18 and 19 and meeting you guys, and then when I'm meeting you guys, y'all on one of the most popular shows on television.
On television, it's crazy.
People don't understand, before there was 106 in Park, there was hits from the streets.
Yeah, hits from the streets.
How did you tell us about it? How did you get into working at BET, and how did that hits from the street shit
I'm gonna try to keep it short as possible because it's crazy, you know, now that I think back on that time and those opportunities that was presented to us. Is how rewind, when I met those cats, John Tucker, Cliff McBean, Marcus Wiley, this is my clique. Like Marcus Wiley, the comedian, John Tucker, the movie producer, video production producer, Cliff in video production. Then you had John and Chris and a couple other guys. But we had this pack. Believe it or not, I didn't even know Negroes made packs, but we had made this pack because the name of our crew was Why Not Us, Why Not Now, because we was just looking at it from the standpoint of we dreamers, we talented, we can do this. We on this TSU campus. They done gave us these cameras, what we about to do with them. And then we said, man, after we made our first little short film and we showed it in the auditorium, this was back in the day when college students were sociable. So they actually kicked it on campus. And if you had an event, everybody showed up. Now you got camp and area 29 and address. So, you know, the campus is boring. But back then for us, even though we had clubs, everybody liked to hang on campus. So we would make these short films and premiere them in the auditorium like a blockbuster movie with red carpet, everything. I mean, that shit made us the shit on campus. Like, man, these niggas showing a movie this weekend. They actually acting in it. And after we got such rave reviews and how people was acting, we was like, hey, man, if anybody make it out of our group, you got to promise to pull the next man in. This was like the mantra. Like, we believed it. Yeah. So, believe it or not, John Tucker was the first one to get a job at BET on Rap City. I mean, no, Teen Summit. He started on Teen Summit, then he moved over to Rap City. And we was like, damn, we in the building. Yeah. And we wasn't even tripping. Everybody was so happy for John, even though we said, hey, when you get in, you got to pull something. We didn't think that shit was going to happen overnight. We was hoping he didn't get fired. Like, this nigga come from TSU. He at BET now as soon as they find out.
Now you out there, y'all in DC right now.
Right, exactly. So it's like, fast forward, he got Cliff on. It's like, damn, he got Cliff on. After he got Cliff on, then he got me on. And then I got Marcus on. Before you know it, all the top shows, Rap City, Hits from the Street, Cedar's World, all of those shows, we was the head producers. Out of man, they was so pissed. They thought we had pulled a heist, because when they found out, like, wait a minute, all them niggas from Texas with they country ass, and they the head producers of every one of these shows.
And at the time, School of C at Howard was such a premier thing.
So
that's right there on.
And that's right there. And they was hot and insulting. And then, you know, forgive me, God, but this was when we was younger. So boys was treacherous.
Y'all laying down the video.
Whoa. Now, y'all ain't in corporate doing this. This wasn't like low-lying fruit. How far that elevator go up? Now, you need a card to get to the 20th floor. Hey, put your card on there. Man, y'all ain't supposed to be up there. Hey, there goes niggas slavery again. Man, y'all ain't supposed to be on that 20th floor, man. We 20, what that mean?
We up there.
Man, boy, I told that 20th floor up. But anyway, this propelled all of us to be in a position to realize how we can do this ourselves. And we went up there and realized that, we at the highest point of BET and working things of that nature. After a while, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be brutally honest, y'all, because the industry is what it is. So when it get infiltrated by them guys that say, "Come here," and sometimes your superiors, for us for me personally, coming from Texas and the mindset, this, that, and other, it's like, no, hey, we going to such and such a night, we got a section. I won't be there.
They not finna be in there.
And they looking at like, nah, Kehlin, you gotta come. He executive producer, he running things, like, you gotta come, just chill.
You was ahead of your time. You was really saying no Diddy. Before.
I was saying no Diddy before no Diddy, and I hung out with Diddy back. Diddy wasn't Diddy.
Nah,
Diddy wasn't.
You didn't say I done been to
Diddy wasn't Diddy then.
Nah.
I mean, Diddy, the new Diddy is another Diddy. But
I always say I was already at home by the time all that was happening.
Yeah, because even with the shit that's happening with Diddy now, I hate to tell the story when we was all in the back alley at 1 o'clock in the morning talking, because it was like, yeah, nigga, so he didn't try. No, nigga, this was back.
This when he was Puff. Nigga,
this was when he was Puff. Like, he was back there talking about really getting money. You know what I'm saying? But fast forward, yeah, it's just transpired to where we was like, yeah, this ain't the environment for me no more. I know we can do it. So, we took our talents to LA before we came back to Houston. But when I met this young cat, it was so funny, y'all, because Billy was excited about being Billy. If I can kind of explain what that means, it was like, man, I had never met a young guy who really believed and was excited about doing everything. He was so multi-talented. It was like, hey, little daddy, calm down. Because any idea you told him, he was ready to make it happen overnight. And when I saw who he really, really was, is when he pledged Kappa. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I come from that. I come from a mindset and era. I'm not finna let no nigga hit me to do shit. That's just the mindset I always had. Nigga, what he paddled your ass and he's the same age? It's like, I couldn't get that concept, but now I kind of get it, the whole camaraderie, fraternity shit. But watching him go through this process of pledging, and this is, I think, like, he kind of like some of the last Mohicans. I don't know what they doing now. They still whooping their ass. They just different. But he was one of the last Mohicans where their asses really swelled. No homo. And they fucked over them because they made these niggas I don't know what happened at this time. He had on some cheap ass jeans, like some Wranglers that was too tight. It's like, this is the type of whole shit that I wasn't about to do. Nigga, you literally made these niggas wear these little bit ass cheap Wrangler jeans, and you done swole his ass up. So imagine how this nigga walking around. This is pre-BBL. This nigga had a BBL. Now that I think back on it, God forbid, this nigga had a BBL. His ass was so swollen. And
you gotta.
He couldn't even sit down, and I'm like,
hey, you sit when you trying to sit down, you trying to like.
And mind you, he's actively still trying to come into this comedy. I say, nigga, you have no time to be a comedian right now. Nigga, you around here trying, hey, y'all got, because we had a comedy club at the time, and this nigga, hey, y'all got to, I say, nigga, you're not going to get on stage with that ass. Like, what? and he trying to sneak and do the shit because they had rules. They had to be in by a certain time. Then when I was like, this nigga really passionate about becoming a comedian. So, this nigga willing to walk in this hole with those G's on with that ass and tell a joke. I'm like, young nigga, whoever raised you is a G, because nigga, this nigga here needs to be at, because at one point I was like, hey, bro, for real, I know this nigga, you want nigga take you to Ben Taub? I'm like, for real, like, nigga, his ass was full of pus. Like, nigga, this nigga could. I'm like, and then I'm asking the question, like, why did they do that to you? Like, what part of this is a part of the pledge? And like, who kept hitting your ass till it got this big and then didn't say, hey, let's leave him alone? It's like, I was like, this shit is crazy. Like, but he went through that shit. He was happy as hell. Got his little burns on his arms and all that shit. But Billy is, but outside of that, by far, one of the most talented niggas I know, swollen booty and all. This nigga here could do a flyer. Like, this nigga was the flyer king.
And you know what that thing was? I learned, I knew how to finesse, but then I just got more confident with it.
Oh yeah.
And see, Kehlin was on the gas. Once I, knew that he was running around with Al, and he said how they used to make a living by fucking over people every day.
Yes.
Like, all the time. And see, he didn't realize he was still in that transition spirit where he still had fuck over people shit in there. Like, say, man, the nigga started the dry cleaners and they had no cleaning machine.
Oh, yeah.
And the dry cleaners was down the street from the actual cleaners. So it's people coming there like, hey man, where my clothes at? Yeah, we're running something right now. We got it. We're going to straighten out. Ain't nothing back there but a microwave and a refrigerator that's loud as hell. So he didn't convince me to told me him and Marcus and sent me in the back of the Avalanche. Yeah, boys, we got too much big shit to do. Yeah, you run the candy lady now. You run it. I got my little key, so I'm in there, man. I'm hiding out from the bros. I'm in there drinking during the day. I'm drinking the liquor. We got
these niggas.
Hey man, I'm in there knocking shit down in the goddamn candy lady and shit. I'm in there causing havoc on Alameda.
Oh, you did have the keys to the comedy
and
club.
Then I would that's when the regular hut still had Harry over there cooking.
Yeah. The Uncle Harry was over there giving them plates out the back door.
Man, he giving out full plates of curry chicken, jerk chicken. I'm in there eating good. All you got to get Harry is some soft. So I'm going over there with some powder or rock, whatever I can. X pills. Crush that on up. Yeah, go on and get it at it. Harry was the first person I seen crush a pill up and snort it. You got any Advils, Tylenol? I said, what?
Yeah, Harry.
Crush this shit.
Harry was.
Good. Come on, get this plate and cook the shit out that food.
Harry was a fool with that reggae hut for real. Man, rest in peace, Harry.
So running that, doing the comedy.
But yeah, that Alameda block period. I mean, there's so many stories because, like you say, you have a million people that love and claim Alameda block, but. We was me and Jay Knapp, and then we was on that Alameda.
Papa Doc, shout out to the smugglers.
Yeah, we was on that Alameda block before it was Alameda block from the standpoint of African American entrepreneurship in this next wave of generation. We literally had the restaurant, we had the dry cleaners, we had the natural hair salon, and we had my extension hair shop, all in that same strip center. Block.
Now you speak about Mr. Indian hair.
Oh man,
I remember when he said he was gonna do it. He was gonna have hair and shit, right? And I'm like, you finna what?
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy because you're right. Because to be honest, when I got into the hair business,
you really just took the lease over for them doing when they left the barbershop.
Right. Well, yeah. I took the lease over when the barbershop closed. Man, Jackie, who owns Melodrama, her a good friend of her, a guy, he had moved here from California, and she was like, "Hey man, my friend moved here from California. He just trying to kick out." I said, "Hey Jackie, I don't really meet new people." You know what I'm saying? That's just kind of a suspect activity. You know what I mean? If we doing business, that's one thing, but at my age, I just don't have no. Hey friend, let's be friends. You know, that's just
you know what it is. The California in me from living out there so long was like, oh, I know what that was. He was new to town, needed to know who to be with.
Right.
Trying to put
So
you with somebody.
that's what she was trying to do. I just had to get acclimated to how that works with meeting another grown man on some high. But but turned out to be Jay. His name was Jay. Jay turned out to be a cool dude, move around and this, that, and other. And then one day we just, hey, we finna go to the mall real quick. Go to the mall, he get a call, hey, I need 2 bundles. And I looked at him different because I thought he was like on some D-boy, like 2 bundles? What's 2 bundles? And that was a lady. Oh, she needs some hair. I say, some hair? Which is your girlfriend? You got to go to the beauty supply? Nah, it's in the back of my trunk. I said, what you finna do with it? He said, I'm finna sell it to her. I said, you sell hair? Nigga like, yeah, nigga. And he looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, so I said, let me be quiet real quick and see. So he met her. Outside the car, gal was bad too. I'm like, oh, well, shit, they bad. He gave her the bag. Great customer service. Then I got back in the car. And he had the little console. He set the money right there. And I'm looking, I'm like, shit, that don't look like $20. Because that's what I'm thinking. This shit costs $20. I said, damn, nigga, what she gave you a tip? He was like, no. I said, how much she paid for that? Like $220. I say, for 2 bundles?
Oh.
I say, yeah, hell with dope, drugs, prostitution, all. Nigga, this is what? So at that point, rewind, before that when he brought up that he sold hair, he said, you want to get in the business? And I told him, hell no. Nigga, what I look like opening my trunk with 2 bundles of hair? That's how I felt at the time until they got back in the car with that money. And then I had to find a way to say, hey, man, I want to reconsider what I told you. This money, because I didn't know that this go down.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, yeah, this real Indian hair. Like, I went to India and sourced it and came back. And I'm like, oh, that's how this go. This like real human hair to cut off somebody's head that a nigga won't. He was like, yeah. You know, so I immediately on my business shit, I went and leased that building. And I was like, hey, bro, I got a building. He said, man, I ain't finna get no building. I said, I know I got one. Like, I can sell hair there. He was like, well, if you're gonna sell, if you're gonna pay the rent, you can do it. So I immediately went into, like you say, that mode of what we going to.
Let's get this bread.
This cap. I went to the my partner foreign car dealership. And I said, hey, I need that Rolls Royce. And I got a couple of chicks, put that hair in their head, did a photo shoot in that Rolls Royce, created that lifestyle, Mr. Indian Hair.
I designed that flyer, by the way.
He designed that flyer.
Yeah.
He designed that flyer and sold him a lifestyle. And before you know it, like, man, I think like almost going in the third year, I was doing like $1 million a year selling hair.
And my price for the flyer did not go up.
It didn't.
No, it didn't.
It didn't.
And a lot more leverage than that.
It didn't. But yeah, that hair business did me. Showed me a lot of love, and something I said I wasn't gonna do, I got beside myself, and that's when I went and bought that Porsche and flipped it over on Alameda, probably damn near right in front of the store. And that's when I realized it was time for me to like calm down a little bit. It's kind of like when what's his name when he put that that mink on in the
Frank Lucas.
Yeah, that's just how I felt. When I flipped over, I said, yeah, stupido. You was quiet, chilling, out of the way. You just felt like you had to show somebody something. And yeah, a cat seen me in the store today. Yeah, you that nigga that flipped over in that Porsche on that meter that time, man.
And you know it was crazy is like what I was worried was when I got that call.
Oh, that part.
So walk me through that day.
Man, it's crazy that because it's two sides. It's a funny side and it's a traumatic side. The traumatic side was the fact And this is for all the niggas that say what they would have. It's because if you go online and you'll see a story and every nigga in the comments say what he would have done in that situation. I said, man, I'm glad I'm not glad, but I'm glad because you always wonder if faced with a certain situation, what type of nuts you got? Like, what would you have done? You know what I'm saying? So in this situation, I mean, I think this is like a Wednesday or Thursday or whatever, and I'm in the back because in kind of fast forwarding it, the way this hair shit, it comes to us raw. So when we get it, we literally have to rewash it and prep it before we sell it. So I'm in the back of the store prepping hair, and I hear a scream, "Freeze, get down, motherfucker, whoop, whoop, whoop." And I'm thinking that it's like Ali or some of the comedians on the block playing with, because my sister was up front because she had a salon next door with a customer. So they up front, chopping it up. And I'm like, man, I know these niggas didn't come in my shop playing like that. Like, goddamn, y'all going too far with the comedy. So when I go up there, I realize that's not Lee with a mask on. Nah, that ain't Billy or Marcus with their pants sagging. These some different. They got real guns. Got my sister on the floor with a pistol to her head. The customer, she in the corner, like shivering, like don't know what to do. And this is when I was faced with a situation the first time in my life, like, okay, nigga, what you gonna do? So my first reaction, I just tackled the dude that had the pistol to my sister's head. I said, because in my mind, I was like, it's no way I'll be able to leave this situation with her dying or getting shot and have to tell this story, because everybody, I don't give a damn what the scenario was. People were like, nigga, you ain't do, your sister got shot, nigga, your sister died, nigga. I wasn't gonna be able to live with that. So I just said, well, if anything happened, they're gonna know Kehlin went out with smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I tackled the guy, the gun fell, my sister was able to scurry out the down the hallway out the back door. The guy who was with him picked the gun up, and the dude that I had grabbed was just screaming for the dude to shoot. And shoot him, shoot the motherfucker. And at that point, I froze. I got up off the dude, and I'm just standing there. The dude I got off of, he literally, I let him go. He ran out the door. He outside on the sidewalk telling the dude with the gun, shoot him, scare ass. He done ran out and left your partner. And he's standing there, and the dude looking right at me. He holding his pants. The dude probably weighed 110 pounds. These some little kids, really. He holding the gun. Shoot that motherfucker. So I'm looking dead at him, holding the gun in my face. So I said, man, if he gonna shoot me, I can't see him shoot me. Because it's nothing I can do at this point. I said, well, I'm finna turn around and try to walk out the door. If he shoot me in my back and the back of my head, cool. But I just don't want to see him shoot me. So I turned around, started walking towards the door. Bah! And when he shot, I was like, damn, he missed. So I ran to the door. He came to the door, put the gun to my head, and was like, nigga, what a safe at? You don't tell us what. I said, bro, I don't have no safe. And I didn't. I don't know where y'all got y'all intel from, but I don't have a safe. Nigga, you got a safe. I'm gonna blow your brains out. You don't tell me where the safe is. I said, bro, I don't have no safe. You can check my whole da-da-da. That nigga clicked. It jammed. Because at first I was like, I'm dead. Then I said, wait a minute, that bitch then. And soon as that, I came with a forearm to his head. Bah! He did not drop that gun. He kind of fell, ran out the door. A truck came around. They jumped on the truck, burnt off. I'm on the sidewalk. You're a stupid motherfucker. I'm cussing. My sister, you all right? I heard the gunshot. I was like, yeah, them niggas missed. They know they did. Look at your pants. I looked down, nigga, looked like I pissed on myself. It's blood. I said, no. So at this point, it's real life. But man, I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but man, I'm a pretty good guy under pressure, cause for real, cause I guess partly cause I'm God fearing. So I'm like, I always believed, even in life, whatever happens, supposed to happen. So I sat down in the chair, and they was like, call the ambulance. You about to die, because it was in my legs. So I was like, man, I hope they ain't hit my main artery or nothing like that. But that 1 second for a second while they was out in there, and then my sister Shauna, she dramatic. Oh, we need to tie it so to stop the bleeding. She go get a 40-inch piece of hair and tie that hole. I'm like, nah, that ain't what you did. You just went, get a piece of hair. I'm like, hold up, that cost $200. Now you tripping.
You got blood in the hair.
So the chick took my belt off, tied my leg, this, that, and other. But I had already said, man, in my mind, I was like, hey, God, if I don't make it, because I know they finna take me to Bental, if I don't make it, I had a great life. Appreciate it. That's all I said. I ain't lying. I said that while I was bleeding. Ambulance showed up. I say, what are they? They tear my jeans because they trying to see where the entry is. They tear my jeans off me. And I'm like, hey, y'all tear my jeans off. They put me on a gurney. They about to roll me out. I say, wait. Because I'm in my drawers at this point. I said, wait, what? I said, man, put some pants or something. Man, you got a gunshot wound. The law told me you got to. I said, I don't give a damn. I'm not finna be on Instagram tomorrow in my drawers, getting pulled down. So they threw a little sheet, took me to show you how goddamn me been tall. I feel y'all and I don't feel y'all, because this how been tall, that's the trauma hospital. So to be honest, all the doctors and everybody in Bentop, they geeked up for the worst situation. They are, no, what I mean is they're looking forward
to the bad.
They want bad shit to happen. This is where they get to experiment and be the hero. Like, nigga, this nigga came in here and his brain was in 4 different parts. Put that whole back together. This is, they trying to get, they trying to get promotions to the other part of the medical center. Yeah, so it's like, I'm like, when I realized, like, if this shit ain't serious, nigga, when they rolled me in there, nigga, it was 20 doctors. They snatch everything. They trying to see, because they look like if he's bleeding out the artery, we finna be the first to be able to keep a nigga from bleeding to death. Yeah. I thought. So, man, they pulled my shit down. 20 doctors in there. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm getting served. These motherfuckers finna make sure I don't die. Man, he got shot in the ass. Everybody just leave. Nigga, not only did they leave, they literally rolled me out of that room 2 seconds later into the hallway. Now, mind you, I've seen this shit before, and I was like, man, all these people in the hallway, oh, that's because they ain't got no insurance and shit. They just put them in the hallway. Because I'm seeing these niggas out there moaning, and all this shit. They rolled my motherfucking ass in the hallway with all of them. Like I wasn't shit. Like after they put a little suture on that, because it went in my ass and it came out the front of my thigh.
It came out the front of your thigh.
Yeah. So after they realized that, man, they put a little suture in there, rolled my ass to the hallway.
That makes sense. Because when I came in town and I seen you, he had them same Wrangler G's. Now this time his ass all swollen up. I say, damn, Kay, what's going on? And he looked me dead in my eyes and he said, did you miss me? God damn. Took y'all around the world and dropped y'all ass off. This is the Best Storytelling Podcast. Big shouts out to my boy Kehlin Farooq.
Hey, appreciate bringing me.
Look for more stuff to come. We'll see you next time.